What's up, guys? Today's day 338 on our journey to 2000, and I'm kind of excited because, okay, we are not versing a 1671. I'm kind of excited because today I am, okay, my opponent wants to play super fast. Why am I excited? Because today I'm getting a haircut. That's pretty nice. Been a while. I want to push, but that opens up the bishop. If this push, then I push. Wow, English. Let's go here to stop the bishop from coming in. Maybe we'll go bishop e2 in castle. That looks fine. Should we start an attack? Should we start an attack? I mean, we can. We can come here, bring the bishop here. We'll take. I think if we take now, then why am I playing fast again? Then we can attack the knight. And this is okay, we'll take like this. But even better is bringing this knight back. If he takes, we take. If takes, okay, it doesn't take. Let's go back. Have this. We also have this check winning the bishop. So our opponent is playing super fast, but okay. Found that. That's good. And now we can come here. I mean, we have threats. I think coming here is fine. We could come with the check. Right, now, is this a waste of time? Is it better just to come with the queen here? I have a feeling this is better because it doesn't waste time. So let's do that. Feels like a good move. We could win this pawn back later. And with castle, we get our bishop into the game. This looks pretty nice. Maybe we have some ideas here because the pawn is taking a lot of control over these things. Let's give a check, force the king to move. This is good. Okay, we could check again. We could check like this. He blocks. And then check. Take, check, take, take. I feel like we're just simplifying the position, which I don't like much. But if we check and take, then we have check, and we could win this back a nicer way. So let's try this. Just make sure it makes sense. Or develop the bishop is even nicer, maybe. Right? Develop the bishop looks nicer. Although it's not very clear. But we do get to develop with a check, so that's nice. Our king is also safe from any checks. Let's take our time here. I mean, we're obviously winning, so that's nice. This, I think, is wrong. You allow my knight now to come in. And what's... Okay, and you resign. Jeez, I feel like we either completely win or completely lose lately. It's kind of crazy. But we're climbing back slowly, back to 1800. We played with 80.6% accuracy. And for the first time in a while, I actually just want to analyze this game. Okay. By the way, I'm playing at 9:30 a.m., which I haven't done in a long time. And we also prefer someone from Netherlands, which, I don't know. That was just a look. So I went e4, d6. I think all of this is fine. Typically I like going knight c3, which is the Vienna. But I didn't do this because I just want to protect the pawn first right away and deal with any threats on my king side. Anyway, I think both moves are probably fine. This is fine. And here, I felt like this is probably a move, but I don't like this setup. And the knight... Okay, I mean, maybe it's okay. The knight goes back. Maybe I could bring the bishop here, put some pressure. But you can always block. I don't know if these are, like, decent moves or bad or anything. But this is a little bit of what I see. Actually, this move doesn't make sense because then castling is bad. And you fianchetto the bishop, that just created space. So maybe trading this off is actually not good. I'm curious to see with an engine after. So yeah, maybe pushing here is okay. And after the knight goes somewhere like here, we could bring the bishop here. Yeah. All right, anyway. That's not what happened. We went h3, which I thought was fine. And then g4 is very ballsy, right? We're threatening to have a kingside attack, which maybe this is wrong for the simple, and this is what I saw, obviously. I thought, okay, maybe my opponent will do something like this. Something like this, I don't know. This is not possible. So, but, I mean, that looks pretty dumb. It's probably bad. But looking at it now, I don't know if black, maybe it's okay to have this hole, and black can just focus on queenside castling. Of course, this move is terrible, but that's just to illustrate the point. Maybe something like this. I don't know, here, here. And the knight here is kind of stuck. Maybe it's okay. And maybe I try this kingside attack, but maybe it's very dumb. Maybe something like this, this, and maybe I just go all out, right? So my opponent wouldn't want to close off everything. Maybe the pawn move here would make more sense. I mean, I feel like this game could turn into a crazy house. I think attacking my pawn was probably a mistake. I don't understand the idea behind opening up everything for me. I thought the knight move was clever. Maybe even taking back with the king here is better to come in with the check. Of course, the king can just move aside. But then we take this and there's no bishop move. Or something like this, we come in with the check. And yeah, this does not look great. Now maybe it's fine, I don't know. But we're putting a lot of pressure. I mean, this is definitely losing regardless. I think it was good not to trade. I thought this was great. Right away I saw this, but I didn't know what to do after this. I mean, this wins a rook. This probably leads to checkmate. This is a checkmate. So there's a lot of cool stuff like this. Yeah, let's analyze with the engine. So, obviously, well, let's press the review button actually. Right? So now it says I played with 60% accuracy. Did it review a different game that I didn't play now? I wonder. Anyway. Wow. It says h3 is actually fine, and g4 was smart. It was the best move in the position. So attacking the knight here, knight goes to e5. You see, this I probably would have traded. I mean, I basically gave him the open diagonal. I don't think this is that good. Maybe I would play something like this. Bishop comes back and check, or bring the bishop somewhere else. The castle and put some pressure right away. Kingside attack. That looks kind of fun. But I'm happy that g4 was the best move, and I figured that out. Now, he attacked. Apparently the best move here was knight g8, just coming back. Yeah, that's a hard move to do, I think. Like, just coming back. And I think I would have wanted to do some sort of attack. In the future, of course, hanging the pawn is not great. So maybe bishop e2, move the knight out of the way. Or move the knight out of the way first. A computer likes bishop e3. I guess putting more protection here so we can move the knight out of the way and have a kingside attack is my guess. But anyway, takes. Taking here was not the best. Computer liked d5. Probably because after the knight moves somewhere, we can just continue our attack. Wow, I didn't see this. That's pretty cool. And if takes, we take, attacking the knight. And the knight is basically forced back. And we could take and ruin their pawn structure a little bit. This bishop's actually not going to do much because we have a lot of pawns on light squares. And then, which control the light squares, right? And they block our own light squared bishop. And after all that, we actually win a piece. Because this gets overloaded. That's actually very, very, very clever. I didn't see this idea. Let's say the knight goes back. I'm assuming it's the same idea. You can block, but this is even worse. Right? That looks so bad. And taking here is the simplest thing. Wow, computer really doesn't like that. But the easier thing here to do, sack your knight to come in with the check. Oh, because of this double check. So you can't take back. You move out of the way. I mean, worst case scenario, you win a queen. Right? So very interesting stuff. But there's a mate in 7 apparently. which involves taking the queen. Makes sense, right? We get rid of any threats here. Maybe we bring our own rook in, maybe whatever. The point is this is easily a win. But here I played pretty well. Computer likes taking here. I don't know why I would help my opponent develop a bishop, but I guess I gain a tempo when the knight comes out attacking, and I'm still threatening this trick. And the bishop can't really run away. This is actually a fork, an impossible fork to deal with. Because after something like bishop g6, we take... if you go... I mean, that's bishop g7. If you go bishop g6, then... oh, actually, that stops the check, actually. This is probably the best move. Knight e6 attacks the queen. This doesn't work because, wow, it just looks terrible. But we can slowly whittle away at everything. Let's say the knight comes here to try to castle. Bishop h3. If you castle... Oh, you can't even castle because of the knight. Jesus. If you try to take away the knight... Probably, I mean, the easiest thing is just this. Right? Well, you wouldn't do that, but... Okay. So a lot of good stuff. I mean, I didn't see any of that. Taking back was the best. And okay, taking the center pawn, computer liked the best here. Now, rook g1 makes a lot of sense. I thought coming closer to everything made sense too. But computer likes queen d7. If I force the king to move, I don't know, that just seems so good to me. But computer says, hey, you're not winning anymore. Okay, I didn't realize that, honestly. And if takes, now queens are off the board, the game becomes easier. We also have this split pawn structure. This pawn is hard to protect, right? And we're equal material. So I can see why queen g5 is a bad move. Mistake is crazy to me, but okay, the queen gets out of trouble, right? So that's why a computer prefers this. Now, what if queen comes here anyway? Then we have bishop d3. I guess just developing, getting ready to attack. The rook can come here and try to be annoying, but then we have this. And we're putting a lot of pressure, and black has to find kind of interesting ways to try to deal with everything. And here we have knight f6. Just giving up this because we have this, which I don't really get. Queen g5. Oh. Okay, now I get. But anyway, my opponent pushes the pawn. I come in with the check, with the check, with the check. I played the best moves. And here there was a mate in one. This is the mate. I don't know, I missed it. But I try to be trickier. I try to be tricky. Like, what's the purpose? There's a simple mate in one here. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Say mate in one if you watched this far, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.